Hello, good morning. This is the Fixvirus Security Show, December 18th. First, we have some Van Halen, of course, and then we will start with the news of the day. The news of the day is a manufacturer's backdoor was found on a popular Chinese Android smartphone, which is called CoolPad. It is approximately 3.7% of all of the global market share. It ranks 6th worldwide, but it primarily sells in China and Taiwan. So if you do run into it, it's called CoolPad. It has a backdoor built into it, unfortunately. It's called the CoolReaper backdoor. So these devices, that will cause you some problem because it's basically like having a built-in antivirus evader, and then it will log your keystrokes. It also installs unwanted apps. So it seems to be doing quite a few the items that you don't really want to perform on your machine just by running the phone. So I don't need to take that phone call. Okay. Well, I just wanted to primarily discuss a backdoor as the news of the day. The backdoor means where sometimes programmers build backdoors into software so that way they can come back into the software in a surreptitious manner, so that way they can check things out on the software. I've seen that happen where the programmer was trying to just double check how the software was doing. So it's like his own way to connect to it after the thing is running already. But in this case, the backdoor actually installs malware, so malicious software. So this is a very bad backdoor. I would not recommend that you get any CoolPads. Okay, so let's move on to the tip of the day. In the tip of the day, I wanted to discuss a certain aspect of the red team versus blue team concept. So as you know, the red team is the attacking team or the testing team. The blue team is the team that fixes your computers. It's on-site. It installs, verifies software, and one of the first things that the red team does to check to see what's going on, to see how they can attack, is they're going to scan your system. Now, which piece of the server are they going to actually scan? Well, if we represent the OSI, the software on your computer as the OSI 7-layer model, the open source interconnection 7-layer model, you can see these 7 layers right here. And I'm trying to have a certain way to represent them. The top 3 layers are the applications. Then you've got the TCP or UDP, and then over the IP, and this is basically the internet connection right here. Then the bottom 2 are where you're actually physically connecting. You're making the connections between the machines in a more lower level kind of connection. The attacker is not going to scan these. they would have to have a physical access to your machine to do this kind of scanning. So what they're going to do is they're going to do the TCP/IP scanning, which is usually with an Nmap or similar type of scanners. So they will check your TCP/IP out. So then they find out which ports are open, which ports are closed, depending on the type of scan that they make. So if they find an open port, that means that an application is running on that port. So that application then can be assessed to see if the red team can attack it. So, you know, the red team is either your tester or an actual criminal hacker. So ideally, you want to have your own tester test your network before the criminal hacker can actually take over your network. So as you know, the idea is to scan, to then do a vulnerability assessment. We're going to scan these two layers, and then do a vulnerability assessment with another service, the Sigma scan. This is our alpha scan at Fixvirus. This is our Sigma scan. So our Sigma scan will assess the applications, the web server, the file server, all those are different applications. So if you have an FTP server, if you have a mail server, all those are applications that need to be assessed. Are you patched? Do you have the configurations that are security conscious? Those are the kinds of things that we're going to assess the vulnerabilities on. And so then from there, if you so desire, we can also take a look at penetrating and exploiting your machines. But minimally, you want to do a scan and a vulnerability assessment, because especially these scans, they're essentially automated. People send millions and millions of scans daily to check to see what your systems look like. So if your system has a specific profile, they will then come back and try to do other vulnerability assessments to see if they can attack your machines. That is the key here. And that's what I'm trying to do, is I'm trying to help you devise a strategy to defend your machines. By testing your blue team, trying to help you devise a better strategy. And you know, using my alpha scan, using the Sigma scans. Yeah, give us a call. We can help you set up a strategy to defend your systems. So we will see you tomorrow on another Fixvirus security show.